Hey y'all, it's me, Kianna, and I know this is not my normal setup. I've been putting off making YouTube videos because I didn't want to have to do my hair and put on makeup and set up a whole fancy thing, and it's just like, there's no reason for that. Y'all gonna hear my story regardless, and I don't gotta do all the extras. So I'm here to just tell y'all a story that popped up in my memories on Twitter, and it's just ridiculous. Like every time I think about it, I get tight. Like I get a little bit mad. But I think it's kind of funny, but it's kind of like crazy and fucked up at the same time. But I'ma get into it so that this isn't a super long video. So as you can tell by the title, I don't even know what I'm gonna name this yet, but I'm sure it's gonna have something to do with um, Damo's sister was fucking my nigga, basically. Domo Wilson. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. A few years ago, I forget. I even forget what year it was. It has to be like 2016 or 17, something like that. Um, I was fucking with this dude that I met on Twitter. He lived in Connecticut, and I live in Massachusetts. So it was kind of a long distance kind of thing. But he only lived an hour away, so I could like make the trip back and forth. So we were talking for about a year or whatever, and there were a few instances where I knew I couldn't trust him, but I was stupid and I really liked him, so I just kind of like dealt with it. But this one particular instance, after I had already like caught him wilding out, because he didn't live near me, so he could basically do whatever he wanted to do, but he really didn't have no kind of respect as far as trying to hide it or whatever. So with this situation, I already didn't trust him. So what I did, this is gonna sound so crazy and it's gonna sound stupid and made up, but this is some real life shit. I went through his Instagram followers, every single one. He didn't follow that many people, but I went through every single one. I looked at all the women that he was following, went on their page, kind of scrolled through their pictures a little bit, kind of see like if I see anything. I didn't think I was gonna find anything, but something just told me to like just look through it, see what you see. So I did that. I went through his Instagram followers, and there was one girl that had a picture of a plate of tacos. Okay, so that's like whatever. Like, all right, everybody eats tacos. Who cares? Um, I forgot to mention this man is a chef. Okay, he's a whole chef. So this one girl, she has a plate of tacos on her page, and the caption is like, "Oh, my bae cooked me tacos" or something like that. And so at first I thought nothing of it. I'm just like, okay, a plate of tacos, but something in my head said, these tacos look familiar, and the plate and the table and the floor underneath the glass table looks really familiar. So what I did was, instead of being a mature adult, I I commented on the picture and I was like, "Oh my god, these tacos look so good. They look just like the ones my boyfriend blank makes for me." I said his name just so that if she saw it, she would be like, "How you know him?" And then the conversation would start. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought I was just bugging, but she really hit me back and was like, "How do you know blank?" Mind you, he doesn't have a common name really. Like it's kind of like it's not really common. It's not like Michael or David. Like no, this is a name that if if I say that name and you are messing with that dude, like it's the same dude. So she was like, "How do you know so and so?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend." And she was like, "Oh, well, that's funny because that's my boyfriend." And then I wasn't gonna even reply back, but she kept asking questions. She wanted to know what's going on now. So she's like, "Oh, like, have y'all been fucking for a long time?" And I'm like, "About a year. Yeah, a year." And she was like, "Do y'all be fucking raw?" I'm like, "Yes, every single time. Like, I don't think we've ever used a condom actually. Like every single time." And even though we was long distance, we was fucking a lot, child. I'll go out there all the time because we was horny bastards. So, yeah, I'm answering her questions, man, honestly. Like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. At this point, like, whoever is fucking with this nigga deserves to know that, yeah, he got a bitch that he be fucking with too regularly. Like, this was my nigga, for real. Like, so, um, yeah, so apparently she thought that that was her nigga, like, and, whatever. So at that point, she starts, like, stalking me. So all at once, she added, like, all in like a matter of like 5-10 minutes. She added me on Snapchat. She added me on Instagram. She added me on Twitter. She found my email from my Instagram, like the contact me thing, because I had it on business page or whatever. Found my email. She was writing to me from all of these social medias, Snapchat, everything, like everything. She emailed me and she sent me a video of him laying next to her. And I can insert the email and everything. I'll block everything out, but um, I yeah, I checked my email and I got an email from her and it was a video in there of him sleeping next to her and she got this like smirk on her face like, oh, you can have him or some stupid shit. I forget what she said, but I will insert a clip. But yeah, she was trying to be mad cute and mad funny and I'm just like, we was going back and forth on Twitter. Um, like just arguing, like being mad, immature and stupid over this nigga that don't give a fuck about neither one of us. But at that time I thought, I thought I was doing something. But yeah, so we going back and forth. She's emailing me videos of them together. And it's just like, well, if you really want to take it there, then we could take it there. So I emailed her a picture of me sitting on his face. And I was like, but you can have this nigga. Like, I've been sat on that face mad times. Like, this nigga used to fucking me and lick it out. Like, we was nasty. So it's like, you telling me this is really, like, not or whatever. So, come to find out, the bitch that he's fucking is Domo Wilson's sister. The YouTuber, Domo Wilson. Now, mind you, when this was happening, Domo Wilson was my favorite YouTuber. Like, Domo and Chrissy, when Domo and Chrissy was together, I literally had, like, notifications on for their videos. Like, and I don't have notifications on for many people. Like, maybe, like, 4 YouTubers, and they was one of them. And I used to watch their videos every day. Like, and rewatch them. Like, because I thought they was just so funny and so cute together. And, like, I loved them. And then this shit happened, and then when I went to go see really who this bitch was, and when she emailed me, it was like from a Domo Wilson like booking email. I'm like, this is Domo Wilson's sister, and you got me out here looking stupid. Like, it was just so embarrassing for me. And then apparently the bitch her, and Damo was like in a group chat talking and kikiing it up about me and blah blah blah, and Damo put in her little 2 cents, and the bitch screenshotted and posted it, and I'm like, oh word, like that really like fucked with me because I'm like, yo, I was really supporting this bitch, like you got mad views out of me, I put money in your pocket, and this is how you gonna talk about me, I bet, which I get it, that's your family, but at the end of the day, it's like, wow, mind your fucking business. Like, because I didn't do anything wrong. It's this nigga. And then this bitch for going ham on my fucking social media, she really was in the wrong too. So I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I didn't do nothing wrong. I just found out that my nigga was fucking around. And I reacted accordingly. Like, please. So, yeah, so this bitch wanna chime in and call me names and shit and blah blah blah. I'm like, I bet. I fucking unsubscribed, of course. I'm just like, this goofy ass bitch, like, please. I fucking asked this nigga, like, yo, what's this bitch address? Like, I'm about to pull up on this bitch and get it popping with her. Like, fuck her. He really gave me her address and was like giving me directions like how to get to her apartment. He was like, yeah, if you go up the stairs and then you take a right and blah blah blah. I'm like, wow, this nigga fucking does not like her. So when me and him got into it, he was like, yo, I wasn't even really feeling her. She got a car, cause he didn't have a car. That was back when I used to fuck broke niggas. So he didn't have a car, so she had a car and she was local. He was like, that's how I was fucking with her because she was local and she got a car and she could take me places or whatever, get my errands and, run errands or whatever for me. So I'm like, whatever. We did end up getting back together a little bit, like just kind of fucking around though, not really nothing serious. After that, which I would never do now, like that's I big dub niggas. Like niggas be niggas be dumb now. But back then, yeah, I took his stupid ass back. But it was just crazy to me that how I found out just by a fucking plate of tacos, bro. Like a plate of tacos? How did I fuck like I don't know how my brain works, but once I saw them tacos, something clicked like cuz when he cooks for me, he makes me tacos. Like and I know what his tacos look like. And I know what his plates look like, and I know what his table looks like, and I know what his floor looks like, and it just clicked instantly for me. But I wanted it to be wrong so bad. Like I wanted me to be like, yo, I'm bugging. Like that's not what it is. But that's what it was. Like that's why I be telling bitches like, trust your instincts, cause most of the time, you are right, bro. You're right. These niggas be trifling like. So if you feel in your heart that something's going on, and if you want to, snoop around or whatever, do that. But if you're gonna snoop, you gotta dip. You can't snoop and cry and stay. You gotta dip because that nigga, if he knows that you're gonna tolerate that shit, he's gonna keep doing it because he knows that you're gonna stick around. And that's where I fucked up at. So I should have just dipped first time, but I didn't. And arguing for me is fun sometimes. So like when me and her was getting into it, I was literally like laughing the whole time. Like this shit is funny to me because bitch, you really think you got one up over me and she calling me a hoe and all that shit. I'm like, if I'm a hoe, what does that make you? We fucking the same nigga. Like how am I a hoe? I'm fucking the same nigga that you're fucking and I wasn't fucking nobody else, which I should have. But once I found out what he was doing, I started fucking other people. I'm like, I'm not about to be loyal to this fuck nigga, so I started doing my thing and started fucking my coworker, and we still fucking to this day, 4 years later. So, yeah, it was just a real hot ass mess. And Domo Wilson, if you see this, because I know you be searching your name, bitch, fuck you and your bum ass sister. If I ever run into either one of y'all is on site, and I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart, because I hold grudges. And the way these bitches came at me was crazy. It was crazy. And I don't tolerate disrespect. And that bitch, that bitch, I'm not even going to say her name because you know who she is. But if you know Domo Wilson and you know who be in her videos and who her family is and who she be posting, you know who I'm talking about. But it just killed me because it's like the nerve of you, bitch. The nerve. You thought you had one up on me. Like she was calling me all kinds of names and saying I ain't shit and I ain't like, girl, you live in a studio apartment. You don't even have a door in your bedroom. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Nigga told me everything. Nigga told me how your spot look. Your bed is in your kitchen. What is you talking about? So yeah, that's my story. I'm still mad about it, and I don't care. And I hope she see this so I could beat the fuck out of her, cause I got a lot of rage built up that I never got to get out. So that's my story. I told the story on Twitter before, but I wanted it to be on YouTube, so Everybody could see it. And hopefully these bitches could see it so they could want smoke. Yeah, I'm provoking it. Yeah, I want to fight that. So, yeah, this was a real laid back video. Like, I'm just sitting on the couch. I was gonna eat some ice cream, but I said, let me stop being fat. Like, I'm trying to lose weight. So, yeah, that's my story. Comment if anything like that has happened to you before. Like, if you, like, found out your significant other was cheating on you in, like, a wild way that you didn't really expect. You know, I know that has to happen to somebody else. Because I know it can't just be me who be looking through niggas' shit and stumbling on some shit in a wild ass way. Like, it can't just be me. So yeah, comment down below if that's happened to you. Like this video just to show me some support. All right, I'm trying to get my numbers up. You know, my analytics, if you will. I just hit 1,000 subscribers recently, so I can finally make community posts. I can't monetize yet because I don't have enough watch hours apparently. So I'm about to be consistent on this motherfucker. Well, I'm gonna try to anyway, cause child, this OnlyFans shit be taking up all my time. I'm gonna put all my social media links down below if you wanna follow me. And yeah, that's really it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.